Hey guys, welcome back to my sewing room. I'm Kelly and you found me here on Pick and Stitches, and I just got home and this was sitting on my front porch. I could not be more excited. This is a September 2024 sew sampler from Fat Quarter Shop. Let's jump on in and see what they got for us this month. Okay, you guys, I am so excited to see what Fat Quarter Shop put in this month's sew sampler. They have been making some of the cutest different projects for us every month. That was, I think, May's. I really liked the last month that we had, although I haven't finished it. I did do the clammy shape, but I did not finish it up. Okay, so let's see what we got. Oh, okay. So it says all the classics. I have not looked at any of the kind of sneak peeks that they put out. I don't know if you guys have an idea of what we might have in here, but I certainly don't. Although it is orange and navy a little bit, which is similar to the Denim and Daisies that just came out. So I wonder if we're getting some Denim and Daisies. Let's see. I called it. I called it. I'm going to totally give away the fabric at the beginning. You guys, I love Fig Tree. Like, I absolutely love Joanna's fabrics, and there is a ruler in here, so there is going to be something else fun. You guys, I'm so super, super excited. Okay, so this is a Jolly Bar, and I probably ought to look it up. I feel like the Jolly Bars are 5 by 10. But I haven't worked just a ton with them. They're usually not rolled up like this, but I'm pretty sure that that's 5 by 10. And I do not know how many pieces we get in the Jolly Bar. So we'll see if it tells us on the description. If not, then I'll show you guys all the fabrics anyways. It really doesn't matter. Okay, so the next thing I see here is called a Hot Ruler Mini. So this you can put around your fabric. Or excuse me, you can wrap your fabric around it, and basically it's going to help you get that 1/4 inch hem or whatever size you're looking for. I've had these in metal before and I like them, but the metal gets really hot. So I'm curious if this is going to heat up as much. My daughter and I have done some bag making and stuff. Oh, it's not. Okay. My daughter and I have done some bag making where she did a lot of seams, and so she liked using it a lot, but it did heat up. This is not metal, so I think this is going to stay a lot cooler. You've got all your different measurements. It's 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 2, 3, 4, 5. It even has this like rounded corner. So if you're trying to get a rounded edge, then you can press it around that edge as you go. So I can't wait to check that out. I wonder if it has something to do with our project, because I have not looked at the pattern yet. We'll see. Okay. All right, so we have the Creative Grids 5.5 inch square ruler. Love it. I use these all the time. I have the entire set of them. I think I have 2 of the 6.5s, and now I have 2 of the 5.5s. But I'll tell you, I kind of drag them all over the house because sometimes I'm sewing up here and sometimes I'm down in the basement while the kids are doing their homeschool and I want to trim up some blocks. So it's nice to have extras. All right, so next we have a little Aurifil. I don't know what color this is. I bet it says in our back, but it does not say. It's like a off-white color. And then we have the Jolly Bar Denim and Daisies collection. So this pattern is different than the one. Okay, so let's back up a step. So what I see here is a pattern called Reflections. It's the September Sew Sampler. So this is the exclusive here. It's 51.5 by 66.5. And isn't that just the cutest? So we have our Jolly Bar, but we're also going to need 1 5/8 background, 1 5/8, blue background, 1 5/8 white background, 7/8 of a border, and then 5/8 of a binding. And then, of course, your backing. So if you get the finishing kit, I bet you get 1, 2, 3, so roughly 4.5 yards of the finishing kit. All in these beautiful fig tree colors. Yay. Okay, I see some half square triangles. And that's pretty much it. So I'm not seeing anything where we're going to use this clover, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. So we also have our next peaceful basket. That's going to be another. Oh, that's an interesting block. You guys, I'll have to put a close up in there for you. That's a really interesting block. Okay. So let's just make sure I didn't miss anything. Fig Tree Quilt combines strong and sweet in her new design, Denim and Daisies line for Moda Fabrics. Rough and tumble blues are mixed with soft oranges and butterscotch hues in a set of fabric that invites you to create warm, welcoming quilts for your home. This Jolly Bar includes the full range of prints from the line, from the tonal classics to the intricate florals, including an extra Jolly Bar exclusive pattern that is just delightful in Denim and Daisies. So that's got to be what this pattern is. So this pattern looks super cute as well. I don't know if it's the alternative pattern for this month, but it's going to be fun. Okay, so we have our Creative Grids ruler. I'm sorry. So the Denim and Daisies Jolly Bar is valued at $22.98. Then we have our Creative Grids ruler. This is valued at $18.49. The 5.5-inch square ruler from Creative Grids is simply a classic. This ruler size is useful for small and medium cuts and is just right to go on the road, to retreats, or slide into table drawers. All right. And then we also have our 50-weight light sand is the color of our Aurifil thread. And then we have our reflections pattern. So the Aurifil thread was valued at $6. The pattern is valued at $10. They do have limited finishing kits if you want to grab one of those. And then we also got our our Clover mini hot ruler. That was easy to say. That's valued at $9.98. And I can't wait to check that out and see, because it always gets way too hot. And then we have our Peaceful Basket quilt block for this month, and that's valued at $4.98. So I'm excited, you guys. I love Fig Tree fabrics. Like I really just love them. Love them, love them, love them. All right. So let me switch angles and we will jump right into the fabric. You guys, look, there's like nothing coming off on this pre-cut. I don't know what they did, but they did something to make it not as messy. That's awesome. I'm so easy to please, aren't I? This Jolly Bar. Jolly Bar is not making a mess like a normal pre-cut will. All right, I'm going to try something a little different on camera angles this time. So you guys will have to let me know if you like this format better. I always feel like I'm kind of hiding if I'm not on camera, but maybe you're tired of looking at me and maybe you just want to see the beautiful fabrics. So I will still try to get you the close-ups at the very end, because I know a lot of you like to see the close-ups of the fabric where you can actually see the texture and the grain. So our first print here is actually one of my favorites. I have seen it in several of her other lines, or something incredibly similar. It almost has like a little bit of a Hawaiian feel to me. But it's not. I love it. I just love it. So I would definitely call this denim. And we've got a couple of this same print here. And then this looks like the eyelet that we had in some of our other. Here, let me flip this over, because you don't want to look at it. You want a white background to look at it on, don't you? Okay. So that's just a cute little eyelet. Then we have this same fabric in reverse with the blue and the white. And then when I had the Moda bundle this last time, you guys all told me that these kind of looked like rosebuds. I still don't see it. It still looks like a stack of marshmallows to me. I don't know why my eyes will not cooperate, but it is a beautiful print. It definitely ties all of those colors together nicely. Okay. I haven't seen this one. I like this one. It's a repeat of a bunch of different little dots. And then we've got our eyelet again. Okay. And then this is kind of that signature one, I think, for this bundle where we get the blues and the oranges together on the same print. Really ties the whole bundle together, and I just love them. Okay. And those almost look like whales to me. I don't know why. Fish. They're really like a paisley shape, but they just remind me of oceans. And then the same thing in a white. And then this is really cute. This is all dots. So you get all dots of that pattern. And then another floral. Now, somebody commented when I opened the Moda Fat Quarter Club that they didn't see the daisies in this one. So now I'm like on the lookout for daisies. But I think it's got to be really hard to come up with a name for a collection. You know, like your first collection as a designer is probably easy, but I bet it gets more and more difficult to come up with the right name and kind of has a ring and it's kind of memorable, but also really descriptive of the line. I don't envy that. And our paisleys again. And I like this print as well, but I like it a little bit better in the darker denim color for sure. But this is such a cute bundle. You guys, I can't wait to sew this one out. This one's going to be fun. And I think it's going to be fairly fast. It's, you know, some of our projects lately have had some fun new rulers and it's a little challenging and you got to kind of wrap your head around it. But this one I think is going to be pretty straightforward. I saw some half square triangles. I don't know if it required, well, it probably doesn't require it. I don't know if it suggested to use triangles on a roll, but I will see if that makes sense. These are pretty small, but kind of fun. Kind of fun. I'm excited to have a fall project and it's fall time, so the fall colors are really good. So this is that same, oh, that's really blown out. I'll try to catch that better with the camera. That's that same kind of just all over dot pattern. And then we have our eyelet. I think they call this color cantaloupe, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. It's still super cute. And then you've got one of my favorite patterns again. I just love it. I love it in any color. I love it every time I can find it in a quilt, even if it's just like the tiniest little piece. Like if I can even see, you know, this much of the corner of one of them and I know it's that fabric, it just makes me smile. Is that silly? I think I'm silly. I think I definitely qualify as silly. And then we've got our oranges again. See, doesn't that just pop? That's in my pumpkin quilt that I made last year, that Erica's quilt that I love. And I just love it. I just love it. Makes me happy. And we've got our dots again, our dot flowers. That's what I'm going to call it, the dot flowers. And our paisley whales. And this is kind of turning a little bit more goldeny brown, butterscotch kind of feel, but I really like it. All right, so that's our entire collection. So I will get you guys some close-up pictures and I'll plug those in at the end of the video if you want to have more detailed images of each one. Okay, guys, so that's it for this month's Sew Sampler. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I am super excited to sew with these fig tree fabrics. I'm always excited when I have any of Joanna's kits in my sewing room. So if you like watching these unboxing videos or any of my other tutorials, please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. And until then, I will see you all next time.